The last line of the song is translated into English as, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life." That's a rather vanilla rendition, pleasing, but a little vague. In the Hebrew, it's much stronger. The literal translation of the verb follow is not passive, but active, more like the English words pursue or even chase. Now, it seems to me that it is one thing to have God follow us when we are leading ourselves into disaster, and quite another to have God chase or pursue us. Parents don't follow their kids from a safe distance as they wander off into the street. No, parents bolt after them. And it's the same thing with God. We are not talking here about some gentle goodness of the Lord hovering in our general vicinity, but God chasing after us to keep us safe. God does all the chasing and pursuing because God's love for us is never ending. When I was an undergraduate at the University of Illinois at Chicago Circle, I took the subway back and forth to school most days. On most occasions, riding public transportation can be an entertainment spectacular, with a cast of characters that rivals that of Ringling Brothers' Barnum and Bailey. But one day, we were treated to some preaching. A man got up with a tattered Bible and began to preach to his captive audience as our train roared through the subway and then up onto the elevated tracks. Many tried not to look, burying their faces in their newspapers, pretending to sleep, or looking out windows at scenery that they had never been interested in before. But I listened, because first, I admired the man's courage. And second, this guy was good. His chosen text was the 23rd Psalm, and he was giving us a line-by-line rendition. The reason you should always listen to sermons, even those preached in unexpected places, is that sometime an image might stick with you forever. I was at Circle so long ago that the school has since changed his name since I went there, and the Old Testament wasn't really all that old. But I can still recall that when the man got to the words, "My cup runs over," he said something like, "Remember when you were a child and you were first learning how to pour milk into a glass, and sometimes it would run over and your mother would scold you and tell you to be more careful?" Well, God isn't like that with God's love. God just keeps pouring out love and pouring out love and pouring out love until it overflows, the glass spills out onto the table and floods onto the floor. I had never thought about that before. God pursues us with a love that is so generous that it overflows our cup. No wonder this psalm has such staying power, for it tells us that amid the chaos and the madness and the mayhem of the world, the Good Shepherd's work is never done. We can feel God's presence in not only the peaceful scenes of mountainside bliss that may exist only in our imaginations, but we can also feel God's presence speeding through the subway at 60 miles an hour. No matter where we are, we have a good shepherd in Jesus Christ who knows our name and pursues us with a love so great that it gives us not just life, but abundant life in Him, now and forever. Thanks be to God who makes this so.